What's up, Culture Drive? Galen here. This video is almost certainly going to ruffle some feathers. It is about understaffing and underpaid employees and a little segment I'm called I Ain't Sorry About It, because this is how I feel about what I'm seeing going on right now all over the place. Before I get going, what I do want to say I'm sorry about is that this is probably going to be a profanity-laced tirade of something I want to talk about, but I'm passionate about this and fired up, and so it is what it is. This is what's happening right now. Lots and lots of people have left their job. They've quit, they've left, they're gone. And so in groups that I'm in a HR Facebook group and stuff like that, here's the common story that I'm seeing. Someone being like, we were an HR department of 2 in a company of 500 people. That other person has left. And for the last 4 months, I've been doing their job. Recently had a review and I got a 3%, cost of living raise kind of thing, which is bull. So many companies right now are dealing with the fact that somebody has left, or a couple of people have left, they're understaffed, and certain people are doing 2 or 3 or 4 people's jobs. Happening is those people are overworked, they're getting burnt out, and they're not stupid. They know that you as a company are saving $80,000 a year by not filling that position, while this person is doing twice as much work. It's not equitable, it's not fair, and strategically it's a very stupid move, because you might be like, oh yay, we get to keep this money, but your employee also knows that you get to keep that money and that you're saving this money, that you're not paying a second person on the back of the person who is doing the extra work. This is going to lead to more people leaving. I know in Facebook groups and online and things that I'm seeing, people are looking around for jobs because this is the exact dynamic that is at place. They're picking up 2 or 3 other people's jobs. The company's just saving the money. If you go to those employees and say, look, yes, there were 2 of you, you're gonna have to fill in this person for this person until we fill their position. But in the meantime, we're gonna pay you an extra $3,000 a month. Of all, that person's gonna be not as burnt out and upset about having to take on that job. You already have the money budgeted for that labor, for the cost of those things to be done. If you go to an employee and say, hey, we know you're gonna have to pick up a lot of slack and it's gonna be stressful for you and chaotic, but in the meantime, we're gonna pay you an extra 2 or 3 or whatever $1,000 a month to do this job. Of all, that's fair and it's the right thing to do. Of all, that employee is gonna be there's a chance that they're extremely excited about that they don't mind the extra 15 or 20 hours of work that they're gonna have to do every week, because they're making a lot more money. For a lot of people, that's a significant raise for them. And once that other position gets filled again, they would understand that their pay would go back down, but this is to help because they're taking on the load. Why wouldn't you do this? The truth is that if the extra work and not the extra pay falls to those people, and that's a thing that you think as a company that you're just gonna hope that person doesn't notice that they're doing without being very well compensated as a result, what it just shows is we don't really care about you, we're winning here. That should never be the attitude of a company. It's everybody wins or everybody loses. We have to take care of people. And I see this all over the place. I hear a billion stories about this. Your people are going to leave. And then instead of just an overworked, underpaid employee that you have and an open position, you're gonna have 2 open positions. This is literally what's happening right now, is people are I am swamped with all this extra work and my company is just saving the money. Give that person a bonus, pay them. If nothing else, it will light a fire under your ass to go and fill that position, which I know is really hard to do right now, and I have empathy for that. I know it's hard to fill positions right now for companies, but you need to take care of the people that are still there, or you're gonna lose them too. They're overworked, they're underpaid, they know it. Something I feel about this is that yes, all of us, all of your employees in work have faced inflation. The same dollar that we had even 6 months ago doesn't go as far as it goes now. And the truth is that's true for companies too. Across the board, compensation is changing what companies, in terms of your profit margin as a company based on how much you're paying people, has changed. Inflation has also happened to the job market. You're having to pay more for labor and it's cutting into your profits or whatever. Too bad. That's just what's happening across the board. I feel very strongly about this. I am a big fan of employees being accountable, doing a great job, showing up, being awesome. I think companies should hold employees to a high standard and high accountability, but I also think in the same breath, you have to take care of your people. Thinking that you're saving that money and that's a benefit to you is you're gonna lose more employees if you don't just do that thing. And how lovely would it be if you knew your company was hey, guess what? For the next 3, 4, 5 months, however long it takes to fill this position, we're gonna give you this extra dough because we know that you're taking on another person's job. Just do it. Be proactive about it. Thinking that they're not going to notice and they're not going to care is going to result in you being surprised with, hey, here's my 2 weeks notice, and now you're Don't get in that space. Take care of people. All right, I'm out of here. I love you. Bye. Go be awesome. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Subscribe to our channel. We put a lot of content on here. You can also subscribe to the Culture Drop mailing list and get these emails in your inbox every Tuesday morning. Follow our social media channels. Put a lot of free content out about just being more awesome and building great teams.